First of all, it's really great to see everybody. It's, as you might imagine, in the last week, we've gone from a situation where it was pretty quiet and, anticipating a season, but not quite knowing, if we were going to have a season. And in the last week, we've gotten some very, very positive news, and we've ramped up here, and it's been very busy and it's exciting. And we're hopeful, that, all dates and training camps and games, that have been rumored to take place in the next 3 or 4 weeks will take place. So we're very busy. Our coaching staff has been working 8 to 10 hours a day, really, since they, began with the Lakers back in the spring. So I know they're ready, and we're excited to go.
Mitch, can you talk about the craziness that you and this organization have been going through from an organizational standpoint, just trying to get ready since it was announced?
Well, it's not completely unusual and something we've never dealt with before, because I was here in the late 90s when we had the last work stoppage. So we're kind of used to it. The operation has grown as the NBA has grown, so there's a lot more to it now than there was 10 to 12 years ago. But we're well staffed. A lot of us have been through it before. From scheduling to staff to roster, our coaches, continue to, look at our roster and work. We hope to continue to add, another member or two to our staff to help our coaches. So there's a lot of different things going on all at once. And you might think, well, it's just working on a roster. That's not true. An organization that, pretty much was dormant, since July 1st has really come to life in all regards, in all departments, from accounting to season seats to advertising, marketing, broadcasting, scheduling. And you could imagine, how busy it's really been. But everybody, is very, very excited. They're working long hours, and there hasn't been a complaint by anybody, and there won't be, because we're excited to be back working.
Mitch, do you anticipate the roster is going to be primarily the same, or do you see some dramatic differences that are going to take place in the roster?
Well, certainly there's nothing dramatic, that will be announced today or tomorrow, and because there's just nothing in the works. Will something change down the road? We're not allowed, to do anything minor or dramatic. All we're allowed to do right now is to converse with representatives. But we've always said the same thing, which is we believe this team, as structured, can contend. And on the flip side, we'll continue to look for opportunities to improve the team. That could be, at this point, something very minor. But who knows, what the future will hold down the road, whether it's 2 or 3 days, a week, or a month, or 3 months. We don't even know right now, when the trade deadline will be. I assume it won't be the same, but it could be. Well, nothing's going to be announced today or tomorrow because, we're not allowed to do a deal. We're hoping that at the end of next week, when the NBA gives us the green light to sign players, and, if there is a trade out there to execute a trade, that's the earliest that it could take place. And all we're allowed to do right now is talk to representatives and, talk to general managers. So regarding, the other part of the question, obviously talking about other teams' players are considered tampering, so I wouldn't answer that question.